So, hello everybody. Today it's my intense pleasure to have with me my dear friend Shraddha Sala. Shraddha is a very well known tarot reader, healer, manifestation expert, Vastu expert. I could literally practically go on. What I really love about her is the brand that she has started, which is I Love Me. It makes you feel so special. In fact, after I went to her what should I say, little beautiful place, healing place, and I saw the I Love Me, I decided that whatever happens, I am going to love myself. And I think that is the most important thing. So Shraddha has clients not just in India, but I think all across the world. And today it is our pleasure to have her with us for the Synth Global Spa Well Fest, where we are going to talk today primarily about manifestation. So Shraddha, tell us, what exactly do you mean by manifestation?
Hi, Pari. Thank you for the lovely introduction. It feels so nice to hear these words from you. And yes, there is nothing stronger than these three words, which is I love me. People always thought it was I love you, but I have changed that into I love me because if you can't love yourself, you can't love anything at all. It does not mean being selfish, it means self love. So always love yourself. So, rightly put, we're going to talk about manifestation today. Manifestation is just like bathing, just like breathing, we are manifesting 24/7, 365 days a year. Okay, manifestation is a part of our lives where we put our thoughts into the universe and ask the universe for what we want. The universe always says, I am here to provide. Why don't you ask me? Okay, so whether we know it or not, whether we are conscious or subconscious about it, our mind and our body is always manifesting. So, why not consciously do it? So you can attract the things that you want from your life rather than the ones that you don't want.
Hmm.
But all starts with one word, which is energies. Energies is everything, and everything is energies. And there are two kinds of energies that we're dealing with, positive and negative. There's like a mirror in front of all of us. The minute we throw out the positive, we attract that back into our lives. And the minute we throw out the negative, we attract that back also into our lives. So it's very important for us to understand the kind of energy that we're throwing out into the universe, right? Because
Hmm.
the law of attraction is there. It does hold a lot of weightage and it is coming back onto us in some form or the other. Manifestation is basically understanding the law of attraction and putting our thoughts and our words into the universe and making sure they become our future.
So basically, it means that if you really want something, you should keep asking for it and the universe will give it to you. Does it mean that?
Uh, yes, in children's language it means that, but in
Yes.
adults' language there's a little more added to it. Yeah.
Okay.
So what happens is I'll quickly teach you how to do it so
Right.
everyone will
Okay. That'd
understand
be,
it
that'd
better.
be wonderful. Yeah.
Yeah. So energies of two kinds, as I said, positive and negative. When you are negative and down, which happens with a lot of us, for different reasons, health, wealth, relations, there are a lot of reasons, we need to change into being negative, from being negative into being positive. I have
Yes.
come up with three different ways of how you can change being negative and coming into being positive. One is your physiology, your body language. The minute you change your physiology, the minute you change your body language, the minute you're a little ready and you're dressed up, you automatically feel good. So anytime you're low and down, quickly change that. That is one way. The second thing is don't react. Stop reacting to situations, things, and circumstances in your life. You'll stop reacting, you'll be a happier person. And the negativity of the situation goes down and the positivity comes towards it. How many times have you felt after a situation, oh my God, why did I even react? Was this
Absolutely.
even needed? Was this even necessary?
Yeah.
Right?
Always,
Could be
always happen.
with staff, it could be at home, it could be with anyone. We always feel this, right? So the second thing is don't react. And the third thing is always see the silver lining. Any situation, no matter how good, bad, whatever it is, there is always a silver lining. Even 2020 has a silver lining to it. We've learned so much from this year that we'll never go back to making the same mistakes again.
Right.
Yeah. So when you're negative, you use these three tools to turn into being positive. When you're positive, you need to start to manifest it. Now, there are three ways, three things again you have to keep in mind before you manifest it. One is ask, second is believe, and third is receive. God also says, जब तक आप पूछोगे नहीं मेरे को, मैं आपको कैसे दूंगा? So always ask for what you want, what you said. That should be just ask and will it happen? But along with asking, you need to believe that this is happening for you, and you need to be in the motion of receiving it. So ask, believe, and receive. Once you ask, believe, and receive, there is an entire, again, there is a small pattern that we need to follow. Before I go ahead, any questions till now? So I can
No,
answer them.
carry on, carry on.
It's clear? All right. So when you start to manifestate, usually I tell everybody, let it be a 21-day practice. 21 days, because it takes that amount of time for the body to get trained or for a habit to get formed in the human body. It's a scientific thing. So for 21 days, you need to manifestate. Yeah, you start from day one and it goes on for 21 days. You have to choose 3 things that you want to work on. So let them be very crisp and let it be to the point. Don't just go take a book and write down everything that comes into your mind, because then you're not practically working towards it. Yeah. And when we need to write those down as points, and then we need to visualize them. Okay. So first what we do is we get our book, we keep it with us for 21 days. We choose a time of the day. I preferably like the morning, because that's when you can manifestate the best and you can go on with your day in a more positive way. Start with a little prayer of gratitude. I'm so grateful that I'm able to do this today, and I wish the universe gives me more energy to do so. And you can thank whichever energy or idol you believe in, because when you ask for gratitude, you are being grateful. The universe wants to give you more things to be grateful about.
Right.
Then you write down point number 1. It always starts with I am so grateful that, and then you say what you want to manifestate. Now, always point number 1 should be about you. It could be I'm so grateful that I have great health, or if there's a health issue, I'm so grateful that this situation is completely cured and I am virus free, or I'm in the best of health, or I'm so grateful that I have confidence, I have awareness, I'm in a very positive state of mind. Yeah. You write that down, close your eyes, and visualize. Visualize yourself like that. Visualize yourself healthy. You're running on the beach. You're doing things, to make you feel good. You're aware. You're confident. Your people around you, they are telling you how good you are. How lovely this new energy is looking for you. Visualize it. Then get down to point number 2. I am so grateful. That point number 2 usually should be either about your relationships or about wealth. The third visualization should be maybe about relationships. So it could be I'm so grateful that I have a loving, loyal spouse, or I'm so grateful that I have a beautiful bond with my children. Or it could be a specific relationship. It could be with a co-worker, it could be with your in-laws, it could be with a friend, it could be with your friends. Write it down. I am so grateful that I have a loving, loyal, respectful relationship, and I get pure respect from this relationship. And then close your eyes and manifestate maybe a holiday with that person. You're spending time together, you're enjoying each other's company, you see your children around you, you see your workplace more happy. So what you're doing here is you're manifestating and writing down, and you're visualizing that intent to happen, and automatically, scientifically, that gets transmitted into the universe. Because there's the strongest broadband Wi-Fi is also between you and the universe. It's not between our internet connections.
Right.
So all we need to do is put it out there and get the connect right.
So, Shraddha, basically, you're saying that to be able to manifest, you have to be in a positive frame of mind.
Absolutely, because then you'll be manifestating the negative.
Right. So now for a lot of people, I know a lot of people who say, I want to be positive, but I can't help it. I keep getting negative thoughts. How does one get into a positive state of mind?
So that's what I told you at the beginning of the talk. When you're negative, immediately change your body language. You'll see it in any situation. You change your body language, you feel better. B, don't react immediately. And see the silver lining towards the situation. These
That's
3 things
one has to really work on, because
you have
these
to work on
are
it.
much easier said than done. It's actually a task achieving that level.
It's a task if you manifestate it to be a task, but if you say it's going to be easy and you make these changes, it only gets that much more easier. And trust me, if you're not positive, nothing in the universe works for you. Not your health, not your money, not your friends, not your family, not people surrounding you.
I absolutely agree with
So
you
it's
on.
point number 1.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with you that your thinking and your positive state of mind is the pre-factor to everything else that you have to do in life.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
you said that you should do this manifestation first thing in the morning. Is it once a day, twice a day? I mean, like, what is it scientifically that you should be doing?
No, so you do it once a day where you write it down. So again, you take this journal for 21 days, you write it down. Yeah, you do these 3 points, you close your journal. If you do it in the morning, you're in that motion throughout the day. Then anything that is happening around you, you're going to be manifesting it. Then, for example, a negative situation happens, your driver doesn't show up or something doesn't happen, you immediately change the body language, don't react, and see the silver lining. Maybe that day if you Uber it out and
Right,
go enjoy that, so you change the silver lining, and then again you get back into manifestation. So
right.
you have to also mentally be in this motion all throughout the day, but that
Yeah,
one time when you're writing it down, it is going into your system.
yeah. But otherwise, you have to be actually manifesting it as you go along.
As you go by, just how you're thinking, okay, I want to eat this, you're manifesting that. I'm meeting so and so friend, you're manifesting that. You're deciding your clothes for a party, you're manifesting that. So why not manifestate on the bigger things in life?
Right. So it
You're
has to become part of your part and parcel of your lifestyle.
right.
That you're
Absolutely. See,
manifesting.
either way we are manifesting, you are manifesting, I'm manifesting 24/7. It's
Correct.
just that we're turning them into more concrete things and into things that are going to make more of a difference into our practical daily life.
Lovely. So they say it's good to start young. Any pointers on positive thinking and affirmations for our kids?
Absolutely, because what happens is when you're a child, right? Okay. What happens is when you're a child, no, if you ask them what is YES, they'll say yes. If you ask them what is EYES, they will say eyes. They will
Yeah,
not say ES or whatever, because a
exactly.
child is so raw.
Right.
There is no cover, there is no filter at all. It is so
Right.
beautiful. So when you're manifesting when you're a child, you only tend to get that faster.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, I asked this to a lot of people after you did it on me, and
Yeah,
everybody said EYES, and the only person who got it right was my son.
there
So I
you
said,
go.
yeah, you got it right.
Yeah, there you go. So this is exactly what happens. So that's why I want people to understand the power of positive manifestation. It's so strong.
Yeah. So there's a constant battle in people's mind regarding life. How do they handle that? I mean, like, people are always so stressed and, thinking about what's going to happen in the future and things like that. What does one have to do to, be able to handle that?
So thinking about the future is great, but imagine manifesting your future by being positive in the present situation. If
Hmm.
you're positive in the present situation, you'll automatically make your tomorrow better.
Right.
Thinking about it is fine, but overthinking and getting into a negative zone is not going to get you anywhere. No
Yeah.
one has seen the future. You've not seen it, I've not seen it. So what is the point of thinking about it and panicking about it? All those people in 2015 who had a 5-year plan, what happened in 2020? All
Exactly.
got washed off, right?
Right.
So it's great to plan, it's great to think, but let's do it in a way where we can get a positive outcome out of it, because we really don't know what's going to happen. Now that takes gets taken over by destiny and karma. There are three things that are ruling us.
Yeah.
There's destiny, there's karma, and there's free will, right? Destiny and karma is not in our hands, free will is in our hands. So
Yeah.
within our free will, let's make a positive today, a
Hmm.
positive present, so we know our future is also going to snowball into that.
Yeah, because a lot of people say that, whatever is in my destiny, it's going to happen. Yeah. And they take life just as it comes. So, what do you say? I mean, you just kind of said that there is a big role of destiny in our life, right?
So, after a lot of studies, after a lot of understanding, my theory to this is it's divided into three parts:
Right.
destiny 33%, karma 33%, and free will 33%. Okay.
Just 1 second. What's the difference between destiny and karma?
Destiny is something, if you're destined to for something to happen, it's
Hmm.
going to happen. And destiny plays a big role in birth and death.
Right.
Okay.
Hmm.
Karma is your karams, your doings.
But they say karma of last life is what
Any,
actually you get.
it could be last life, it could be this morning, or it could be what I'm planning to do tomorrow.
Hmm.
Karma is your doings, that okay, I have done this in the last birth. I'm getting, this thing for it in this birth. I'm paying for it in a good or a bad way in this birth, or I did something yesterday you know Tomorrow, yeah, tomorrow, yesterday, if I'm going to hit someone, I am going to obviously have to pay for it. If I'm going to be rude to someone, I am going to pay for it, right? But free will is the choices that you make, the steps that you take. By free will, we've chosen to do this session. This is not destiny or karma that's making us do this session.
Right.
Probably destiny made us meet. Our karmic energies got us close to each
Right.
other, understanding each other. But free will is making us do this session. So free will is the choice that you make in life, and all three are interlinked. So
Right.
you have to, it's like mixing salt and sugar together. You may be able to taste the difference, but you'll never be able to separate them out.
Correct, correct. And what about, like, a lot of people say कि if something is bad is happening, then they say कि nazar lag gayi. What exactly is the logic behind that?
So nazar is sight. Okay. Nazar basically means sight. Now, sight can be good or bad, right? Now, yes, people do feel that in today's day and age, a lot of people are putting negative energy onto the other person,
Right.
and it is a superstition, old wives' tale, that because they said something to me, I've hurt my leg or fallen sick and nazar lagai. It basically means that the vibe that you're getting from the other person may not be as positive as you want it to be. But the only way to escape this nazar lagai is by protecting your own self. Because people are still going to see, people are still going to say. Okay,
Right.
it's your perspective or good or bad towards a certain situation, right?
Right.
For example, you may like the color black, someone else may not like the color black. That is their sight, that is their vision, is their perception. The only thing that you can do is protect yourself. Protect yourself by doing a salt water cleanse, protect yourself by removing your nazar, do the
How do you
bubbling.
remove a nazar? How do you remove a nazar?
I put a lot of videos on Instagram on how to remove nazar. A very
Okay.
effective way is also rock salt, pink salt.
Okay.
Pink salt along with that, along with removing it 7 times and then washing it off. Then you can have a bath with pink salt soap.
Oh, really? Okay.
You can sage yourself or smudge your entire house. So there are loads of ways to remove nazar. And the biggest and the best is, I believe in this bubbling technique, where you can just visualize yourself in this nice, beautiful bubble and just say to the universe that I'm protected in this bubble, and anyone else, anything negative is going to bounce back, and only the positive is going to touch me.
So again, it's manifestation.
Absolutely. Again, you go back to manifestation of bubble. Yeah.
That
Yeah.
manifestation.
And the beauty of manifestation is when you do it for 21 days, you'll see those things happening to you. So if you've thought about a person, you'll see that that person has called you. Or, so many times we say that, I was just thinking about you live 100 years and this
Exactly.
happened.
Happens so often.
But somewhere it's also a subconscious manifestation that it's happening.
Right.
So the person will call you, or you'll come meet that person, or you'll reach that destination, or it'll just show up for you. So the universe talks to you in signs and symbols. Always look out for those signs and symbols. That's the only way the universe has to talk to you.
Okay. So tell me, what is the power of manifestation in wellness, in health and wellness?
It's extremely powerful. I mean, today, if I'm doing yoga, or if I'm, looking at my health to get better, or if I'm going on a diet, or if I just want my skin to glow, I just see myself as that person. I can write down the 3 or 4 points that I want health and wellness wise, and I can visualize myself. One, I'm visualizing myself, and secondly, I can do the act. If it's health related, I can take care of my body, I can take care of what I'm eating, I can take care of my diet. If it's wellness, I can visualize that I'm going to this beautiful spa and glowing and feeling better, and I can use all that in my manifestation to make it possible. Because and also the fact that you're being positive from within is going to show on the outside, right?
Absolutely. So tell me, you're saying manifest for yourself. Can you have to manifest for others? Can you manifest for your children, for somebody else?
See, you can manifest it for others. You can do it for anyone you want. But honestly speaking, the change starts from you. Today, when you will make the change in you, they will see that change in you, and they will also want to do it. Today,
Right.
why do you want to spend time with a positive person? Because you see something good in them. And then
Correct.
you want to also work towards that. So I would say do it for yourself, and maybe you can manifest it that I'm so grateful that my children also manifestate, or I'm so grateful that my husband also manifestates, and maybe he'll start seeing the change in you, and that's how they'll follow you. But you cannot take away anyone's free will. If you want them to do a certain thing, or go a certain way, you can't take away their free will, but you can help them manifestate into that.
Yeah, because you might want to manifest for the success of your child.
Yeah, but he might want to do it differently. No, so
Okay.
then you can then that's simple. You can just write, I am so grateful that my child with so and so name is extremely successful in this venture endeavor that they're doing, and I see him completely happy and satisfied. And then close your eyes and visualize it.
Wow, that's because one manifests for themselves, but usually it's around you, people around you that you
No,
want to.
absolutely. I've
Yeah,
done it on every sports day of mine. I've always done it. I've just seen the kids running and winning the medal. And
that's
after that, I've seen me taking them shopping and enjoying. And trust me, it's happened
and it
every single
always
year.
happens. So,
Every single year, we've come home with the medal. That's it.
we all believe in mannat. What is a mannat? Does it have anything to do with manifestation?
No, it's completely different, right? So a mannat would be like a wish, like something that you've asked for,
Hmm.
and also in especially in Indian mythology and all, a mannat is usually when I'm asking for something and in return I will do this. Yeah,
Yes.
in return I will do this. So it's more like you're having a little bit of a settlement with God or the universe where you're saying like, listen, it's going to be a give and take. I'm going to ask for this, but you can also take this away. So
Yeah.
it's okay if it works for you, it's fine, but honestly speaking, the universe gives an abundance. So you
Yeah.
really don't need to put conditions. The thing is, we all have started to put conditions that,
Correct.
that if you do this for me, I will not eat non-veg on a Tuesday. Or if you do this for me, I will not eat dessert.
I'm asking because I do that ever so often.
So
When
to be
non-veg for
honest,
1 month.
the universe never asked for that. They don't want to make a deal with you. They're here to give you in abundance, and there's enough for everybody. So the mannat becomes like a little superstition within you. So I
Right.
would just tell you, be a little more free, because God always says nirbhaya nirdar, without fear and without any conditions. Just go
Correct.
ahead and do it. It's
So,
got the universe has a hashtag, no conditions apply.
nice one.
Follow that.
What is the role of intention in manifestation?
Intention is the most important thing. The very fact that you're writing down what you want is an intent. You are intending upon a certain thing, you're writing it down, and that intention is something you visualize, and that goes out into the universe. So if you don't have an intent, how will you manifest it? It's like the genie. It's like you've got the lamp out here and you've rubbed it. The genie's come out. He's asking you, I'm giving you 3 wishes. You have 30 seconds. But if you
Right.
don't know your intent and what you want, how are you going to ask for it? So the genie goes away.
You're saying you should ask for 3 things at a time. What if you want to ask for many more?
Slow and steady. Slow and steady. Once you get the hang of it, once you get the hang of
Ask for few things at a
no,
time.
you can, but I want you to get the hang of it correctly. So when you're writing for the 21 days, I would want you to do 3 or 4 maximum. And
Okay.
then as we go on, then you become a manifesting magnet. Then it's like, okay, I want this to eat, I want this to drink, this is a parking space, this is what I want from here. Then I want something bigger, I want this bag, I want this thing, I want this in health, I want this in wealth, I want this in relations. Then it's just non-stop.
You tell me you do it for 21 days, and if it doesn't happen, what could be the reason? You didn't manifest it right, or it wasn't.
You'll never not manifest it, right? Because you're always writing there, I'm so grateful that so and so thing didn't happen. If it didn't happen, there could be a reason behind it. Then
Hmm.
again, you go back to thinking, okay, I'm not going to react, I'm going to see the silver lining. Maybe it was not meant to happen for a certain reason. For
Right.
example, if I wanted to go for a trip on New Year's and I'm manifesting it, okay,
Right.
I'm so grateful that I did not land up going for that trip to UAE or UK or wherever, because all the flights are canceling. You can't
Absolutely.
come back home, you know.
Right.
So somewhere you have to see what is the silver lining and what is the reason this is not happening. Then we can always tweak it a little bit. You're hell bent in love with this one person and you want to marry that person you're manifesting, but the universe is saying no, this is not going to happen, because
It's
in
not the
turn
right.
that may not be good for you. But
Right.
that the universe will talk to you in signs and symbols. The more you do it, the more your intuition starts to open up, because your intuition is the most important thing. It
Hmm.
starts to open up, the more your inner voice will speak to you, and you'll know exactly what to do and what not to do.
Wow. I mean,
Exactly.
it's actually something that one has to start believing in and doing it very, very religiously. So, tell me, what about healing? You also do a lot of healing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tell us about what exactly does that mean, and how
So
can one heal oneself, and what can one heal oneself of?
So there's a power in these hands, each one of our palms, which is greater than any energy in the world. You
Hmm.
know, there's so much electricity in our body and in our hands that we can light up an entire city, forget
Correct.
a room or anything. Healing is transforming this power and using it in the right form into another person or within yourself for
Okay.
health, for mind, for, various reasons. Yeah.
Right.
Of course, you'll have to go and study more about healing. The different kind of studies that you can do is pranic healing, you can do Reiki, or you can do quantum physics. I believe in quantum physics because it's more scientifically proven. Yeah. And
Okay.
what healing basically does is it changes the vibration of a certain situation, you know,
Okay.
because there are these unseen particles and unknown particles. And when you do give it energy, healing is also a form of energy. When you
Right.
do give it energy, you change the molecular vibration of that particular situation or that circumstance or that form, whatever you're healing it upon. And that's how it starts to change and work. And it's just fabulous because we are the biggest healers that ever can be there.
So it's all, are you talking about self-healing, or is it that you can heal the others as well?
Both, either or. So today, even if I want to heal myself, I can sit down, get into a meditative mood, and just try to run energy through my body. Healing is running of life force energy into your body, in simple words. Or if someone's not well, or if someone needs energy, I can do it upon them too. You can do it through distance healing, you can do it through pranic healing, you can do it through different ways. But it's healing is just fabulous. It works very well. But in order to heal, you need to be positive.
Right. So it all comes down to being positive. Actually, it all comes down to being positive.
Absolutely.
First thing that everybody has to do is to
Be
work
positive.
with being positive.
Absolutely. Because,
Yeah.
I mean, there's no other way to live, you know? So, this is not even a belief system that do I believe or not? How can you not believe in being positive? You
Right.
have to. You have to.
Yeah. And if you can't, if you're not, you have to work towards it.
You have to work towards it. There are no two things about it. Yeah.
So it's been great having you with us, Shraddha, and I'm pretty sure after this we are going to be inundated with questions. And this is for our viewers. If you have any questions, please feel free to send them to us. We'll definitely send them to Shraddha and try to get them answered for you.
Absolutely.
The whole objective of this is to help everybody be positive and manifest all the good things in
Yeah.
life.
I've always had a great association with Pari, and whatever she puts out there connects with everybody. And thank you, Pari, for this lovely session. And I hope it's been informative to you,
It's
your
been
viewers, and
very informative. And like I said, if people have questions, we'd be more than happy to get them answered.
100%.
Our
100%.
lovely friend and the expert, Shraddha.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Shraddha, and we'll see
Thank
you
you.
very, very soon again.
Very soon. Have a great evening.
Bye.
Bye. See you. Bye.